is our East Market Street Economic Development Plan presentation. And in the group, we have Adrian Davis, and Destiny Hill.
So what we're going to talk about today is economic development. But before we can talk about economic development on East Market Street, we have to understand the history of why East Market Street is in the condition that it's in. So from the early 1900s to the 1950s, East Market Street was a very prosperous area. But due to urban renewal that was enforced by the city, that drove a lot of African Americans away from the area. Part of the urban renewal was eminent domain. So when those laws were enforced, a lot of the black business owners and property owners were left. They left. So another reason for the condition of the area is due to the loss of factory jobs. A lot of people in that time didn't have a high school education, let alone college education. So they relied on the factory jobs in order to have, a decent living. So it's estimated that more than 7.5 million people have lost jobs worldwide due to outsourcing, and that was most of the factory jobs. So our next slide is who are the stakeholders in this area. So there are primary stakeholders and there are secondary stakeholders. The primary stakeholders are the people who are affected directly by the outcome of East Market Street. That includes your residents, your business owners, and your property owners. Secondary stakeholders are people who are indirectly affected by what goes on East Market Street. That's more like the city of Greensboro, North Carolina A&T students, faculty and staff, and surrounding churches and schools.
Okay, so the current economic condition of East Market Street is basically, it's a low income area, so it has a poor economic environment. Residents around here basically it's a few that are unemployed. You'll see a few homeless people facing poverty, and low income families, drug addicts, and I said homeless people already. It's very unattractive, I think, because you'll see like a lot of rundown buildings, abandoned buildings, homes. They have stuff sitting in front of them, like people don't care about it, but people still stay there. They call it the ghetto, the hood. They say it has a very high crime rating. Residents say that the schools around are good, but when I did some research, you saw that the performance of the schools are relatively low to other schools in the county. And yeah, I said high crime ratings. The parking lots, the road quality is fine, but the parking lots need improvement. We went into the Food Line parking lot. There were big potholes, like very big potholes that could really mess up your car. And actually, when we interviewed somebody, he mentioned that. And there's also like another parking lot that needs some work. It's very like potholes everywhere, like. And the current businesses are kind of run down. Most of them are tobacco stores or convenience stores. There's one neighborhood Food Line and an ABC store. So I feel like the businesses around reflect the environment, because all you really see is tobacco stores and convenience stores. One grocery store, which is very overcrowded, and yeah.
So we spoke to a former resident outside of the Food Line store, and I'm going to show you guys a video of that interview.
I work at Food Line. We get customers that are frustrated all the time because we're always busy. We always have a line, or we don't have what they need because somebody else started coming here and drop everything that we have. So I feel as though that they need more businesses, more developments. And I feel like the types of businesses need to change in this area as well. And you see a lot of tobacco stores, you see a lot of convenience stores and stuff like that, but you don't see a lot of home food, healthy stores like Whole Foods. You don't see a lot of youth areas, like we have the YMCA down the street, but you don't see a lot of areas where they try to get the youth involved in the community. So I feel like they need more of those. And they really honestly,
like you said, the type of businesses probably need to change. Like they could bring more more grocery stores to this side. However, it would be kind of hard just because of the type of environment they're in. Like, businesses don't want to come over here because of the high crime rating. And it's just, people aren't very supportive of businesses over here. She was going to actually mention that in the video as well. Like, they stick to what they know just because of how they are in this area.
Right. And I would say one major point that she spoke to is building up the younger generation so that they can take this area over and have responsibility to do the right things to help build it up and help carry it on. So our next slide deals with annual income on East Market Street. On your x-axis here, that's telling you your household income in the thousands. And on your y-axis is your percentage of households. The reason why we put this graph on our presentation is to show the percentage of people on East Market Street whose income is between $0 and $10,000 a year. And as you can see, it's 38% compared to the national average, which is only 7%. So that's like a big gap in between East Market Street and the national percentage. Okay, the next thing we wanted to highlight was the education levels. If you notice, the pie chart on the right is are the numbers for the region. The pie chart on the left highlights the number of graduates from high school, associate's degree or bachelor's degree from this East Market Street area. So what stands out here, what stood out mostly for us is the proportion of people on East Market Street who don't have a high school diploma. That is 232 people. 348 people that were interviewed only have a high school diploma. And then you see about 350 people together that have higher than associates, have at least an associate's degree. So those numbers need to be picked up since the factory jobs are gone and they're not going to come back.
All right, so next we dive into the economic, political, and social challenges of the area. So this chart is called What Does Opportunity Look Like for People Living in this Community? On the top bar you have the state percentile, the middle bar will be the region percentile, and the national percentile will be on the bottom. So one of the major finds that stuck out to us was economic security, because economic security is at 3% out of 100, and the overall national and regional rates are low as well, but it just shows how people don't feel economically secure overall, and that really plays out into East Market Street because it's hard to find jobs and it's hard for people to pay for things, and a lot of people are living in public housing.
So we also took a recording from a gentleman who works at the barbershop across from A&T, and he spoke about economic development and the lack of it in terms of jobs.
So the government's going to give you another economic development.
There are tax breaks. There are opportunities over here on East Market Street where if a company takes
Name type of company.
it's probably larger businesses rather than small businesses.
If they're not going to give you a tax break, that's right. So you talk about Starbucks and companies like that. So they're not going to invest in it because the money they're doing.
But the money how companies
That's what I'm saying.
well, there are a lot of people that come here to visit. There are career fairs.
Completely different. When a company puts a store on campus, they already know they're going to get their money back over to the side.
before I finish. As a student, I want to eat all the candy sometimes.
Okay, now where do you go?
There's nowhere I can. So from a company standpoint, they should have that same mindset. Students don't want to be on campus eating that
No,
food.
see, this now, that means they own the land they gotta buy. And there's no tax on it.
Alright, so now that we established some of the economic issues in the East Market corridor, now we can discuss the role that the city of Greensboro needs to play in improving the environment. So, first, the government should allocate more funding to the East Market corridor, because the area has a lot of abandoned buildings and infrastructure that needs to be repurposed so that businesses can move in, so that better housing can be provided for its residents. There should be more developmental programs, because people in the area they lack the credentials to get better employment opportunities. So having things like job fairs and resume preparation, like things so that residents can have a better chance at being able to get a job. Classes, trades, like just offering these types of things to the residents. The drug issue is really, that's a big issue in the area, so having rehabilitation centers in the vicinity, they help to get people on the right track. Cleanup initiatives, because the area looks pretty dirty, that'll help with the overall appearance. It's hard for a business to want to invest in a space that doesn't even look like something you want to, a place you want to be. So that can help move things along, and more frequent community meetings. This can help community engagement, helping the residents feel involved not only with just East Market Street, but Greensboro as a whole, because East Market Street kind of feels like segregated in a way from the rest of the city. It's like the abandoned stepchild. And having more law enforcement in the area to decrease the crime rate, so people feel more secure and safe when traveling and just overall being in the area. And yeah, we have another video of one of the residents talking about some improvements that we made in the area.
And one thing I wanted to piggyback off of is your classes and trades part. The city of Greensboro should offer these classes for free or a discounted rate, because by investing in the community, those residents are going to come back into the community, get jobs, and put money back into Greensboro. So that's like super important. If you send these residents to school and then put them in debt by going to school, you're only making the situation worse. So we're gonna go ahead and watch the video.
In what ways can the city improve East Market Street?
More funding, literally more funding. If they actually were to do a cleanup of the street, put some speeding cameras, because people like to speed on East Market Street for some reason, and that's what they are to me, but it's because there's no kind of reinforcement, no police officers for real on the strip. So if we were to have more security cameras and more like speed cameras, people would kind of slow down. We wouldn't have as many like accidents as we do. So that's one thing they could improve. And also, like I said, funding for the abandoned buildings, because that's really where it's coming from. And then like rodents.
Okay, so in conclusion, we feel as if East Market Street does need a lot of improvement and tender loving care from the city, the residents, as well as the government. They need to work together. But I feel as if the citizens should initiate the transformation to East Market Street becoming better and having a better community, because without them, it wouldn't be a community. So they should start it and then the government can jump in once they see the improvement going on around here. And, yeah, thank you.